Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, fellow toy nuts, and toy collectors? This is Starstream 1988, and I bring you yet again another review on Hasbro's Marvel Infinite series, and this is Marvel's Hyperion, formerly from the Squadron Supreme comic book. This guy came out back in 1971, and he was created by Roy Thomas and John Buscema, some of the greats of the Marvel pantheon of creators and artists and whatever not. Yeah, this guy's really cool. Actually, one of my favorites. I've liked this guy since forever. What's funny about this character is Hyperion. Him and his motley crew, they're all kind of basically jabs at DC Comics at the time. Basically, the Justice League, Justice Society. It's kind of like a mix. But yeah, this was Roy Thomas's way of kind of making fun of DC, but at the same time, you know, making kind of a serious comic book. When they first actually appeared, they appeared in Avengers 85 and 86. And I believe it was Hawkeye and... God, for some reason I can only remember Hawkeye. But Hawkeye and like 2 or 3 other characters, they just basically... they traveled to the wrong Earth. And I want to say, I'm pretty sure it was 712. And the only reason I remember that is because I was born in 72. And when you talk about the actual canon of Marvel, it's a 616, which is basically New York's area code. We're 617 here in Massachusetts, or Boston, really, second oldest area code in the country. So I kind of always remember that. So 616 is the original Marvel universe, and then other area codes are whatever. So the 712 is basically their other Earth. So basically, yeah, so the Avengers travel to this Earth by mistake. And I can't remember what happened, but that's where they meet the Squadron Supreme and stuff. But then really it took until I want to say the 80s. And I want to say it's that awesome year between 1984 and 1986 where they had their own self-contained 12-issue comic book. I say that awesome year because that's the same year where, you know, comic books like Secret Wars came out and... DC's Infinite, Crisis on Infinite Earths, and in terms of toy lines, we had G.I. Joe, we had Transformers, we had Inhumanoids. I mean, the 80s were awesome when it comes to like toys and comics. Maybe other stuff in history like vehicles, they were horrible, but the 80s were awesome when it comes to toys and comics. But anyway, yeah, no, this is a great character. I'm really happy to have gotten him, and I wanted to get a second one because I definitely want to leave one in package, but I just couldn't find the second one. So I'm still hunting for another one eventually one of these days. So sorry for the glare. Obviously, I have my lights up there, but let me bring them a little bit closer. Again, it's that same simple packaging that we're getting from Marvel. And again, I guess this is their way of saving money. So it's kind of like the same front. Of course, they still give you a picture of the character in the back, so it's not like a generic back or anything like that. Let me kind of bring that closer so you can kind of read that for yourself there. Now, he's actually, from my understanding, I believe he is now in the 616. I believe he's part of the Avengers. I could be totally wrong. Maybe I just kind of like looked at it real quick, as I don't collect comics like the way I used to. But yeah, I think he's part of the regular Marvel universe. I don't know how the hell he ended up in the 616 area, but that's where he's at now in the universe, 616 universe. Again, here's the 5 for the first wave, or 6 really. Here's the Elusive Hulk, which I've not been able to get one yet. But yeah, that's basically it. Let's crack them open. I'm not going to pause or anything like that. So there we go. These are pretty easy to open too, which is pretty cool. So we'll bring that to the side there. And luckily they don't put too much crap on them in terms of like, you know, it's just that one rubber band and whatever not. So as you can see there. Little plastic rubber band. So the cape came out pretty easy, so that's cool. So it's basically pegged to his back, as you can see right there. And would assume that other capes might fit. For example, let me just kind of bring them out. I don't know if they're spaced differently, but let's see. Actually, they might be spaced differently. Can he fit into Beta Ray Bills? No, it's spaced differently. You could probably force it. but yeah, so it does have those pegs in the back there. And obviously this won't fit because it's too close. So anyway, yeah, no, very cool figure. You know, the only thing that ever bothered me about him was his kind of garter belt or whatever you want to call it. It is really strange. Almost looks like an old-time wrestler, really, too. Maybe that's what they were going for, I guess. But his articulation is ridiculous. I mean, I want to say he's at least 36 points. I'm not going to count them as I go, but you can count them yourself. So we got shoulder, 360, bicep, tricep, elbow single. You got the hands, 360. You got the head, 360, and it actually has a joint. All right, and they gave the neck like some like, I don't know if they meant for it to originally turn, but it doesn't now. And I don't want to break. It's probably glued at this point, so maybe it was supposed to turn originally, but they just decided to do this. I don't know if it pops out really easily. Oh, actually, you know, in moving it, I don't know, what did I just do there? Yeah, let me not mess with it. So anyway, so that's that. No waist, unfortunately, because you can see it's one piece. And you got the upper torso there, chest area. You got the legs in and out, forward and back, upper thigh. You got the dual knees, as you can see there, pretty cool. You got the shin. You got the pivot on the leg there, which is pretty funky. Oh, I broke my leg. And then you got the up and down, which is pretty nice. It's a little tight, so you definitely don't want to break it. But yeah, he is so cool. I mean, again, I've always liked this guy. I want to get a Sentry, just so they can be kind of posed together, because they're really like each other's, kind of like opposite polar in terms of like powers and stuff like that. So, and I think that's why the Marvel Legends version, they had him with Sentry as the, like the variant or whatever, which I don't think actually ever really came out, because it was supposed to be in a wave and it got canceled or whatever not. But yeah, I think they've always looked very, very cool together. Very, very cool. Yeah, this is awesome. Then again, his cape. And I like how they did it, because they literally could have probably glued it there, but I like how it's kind of sticking out, so it looks, I don't know, to me it just looks a little bit more realistic. He's kind of like, again, a version of he's obviously a little bit of Superman, but really looks like Shazam, Captain Marvel, whatever you want to call him. Has the same trademark boots as Captain Marvel, and obviously he has the big red cheese as colors, so that's pretty cool. So maybe that was their way of, because I've never known exactly who they were trying to make fun of or copy, but I guess it's kind of like a mixture of all these guys together. So his cape is a little loose. He doesn't have it's not like thicker here where it would like kind of peg properly. So it's only meant to kind of hold. So I think if you're playing with them, it's gonna fall off, unfortunately. But yeah, he looks really cool. They did a pretty nice color on the nice paint job, I should say. Get that a little bit closer there. So you got his atom symbol there. Pretty good looking face. So yeah, the colors are pretty nice. Sleeves look good. It looks like it's a little cut off there, which is kind of cool. I don't know if it's paint that is missing, but the other one looks cool. That other side look good. His legs look good. A little bit of wash there, seems, on the quads or whatever. And then the boots. The boots should have been a little bit dirty, but that's fine. You could do that yourself if you want. So, and then you got the cape. But yeah, this is really cool. I believe this is the first time ever that they do a 3/4 inch figure of one of these guys, of this particular character, I should say. So very cool. Very, very cool. It'd be nice if they released the rest of his guys, Nighthawk and Power Princess and the Wizard, which is basically your Flash, your Wonder Woman, your Batman. So, but yeah, that would be cool. But we'll see. We'll see what happens in the near future there. Again, I had just kind of shown you my man here, Beta Ray Bill. So here's Beta Ray Bill next to him. His cape fell off. So Beta Ray Bill is pretty much the same height, and this is obviously from the Marvel Universe line. And actually, my Hyperion is not really holding up too well. I don't know, he's like back heavy. Let me take off the cape, see if that helps. Yep, that definitely helped. And then get one of the big guys out here. Let me get the Red Hulk here. So there you go. So cool, guys. So this was my quick little review on Hyperion. Came out a couple weeks ago, probably over a month ago actually at this point. I can't remember when I actually showed him on my my toy haul. But he's a really cool figure. If you can find him, snatch him up. I think he'll be an awesome, awesome addition. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please rate, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff. I will see you guys later. Peace. Peace.